Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of me just hurting myself. Nah, just kidding, it's just special effects, but I'm just gonna take one more moment to admire this sexy intro. I know you guys like it. But unless you guys have not already figured out by the title, today I'm gonna be shoving a pencil through my hand. Not actually, but with the makeup. I started off by, once again, putting the liquid latex inside of a cup. If you have not already learned from my other videos, I'd just like to tell you that I am not a professional. I just do these just to mess around to see. This is my first time actually ever doing this pencil thing, and I thought I'd do it with you guys. So, I'm not sure how it really turned out. Just give me your feedback when you're done. But, in case you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm going to be putting tutorials on how I do all these up every Tuesday until Halloween. And maybe afterwards, after Halloween, depending on how many people like this and how many suggestions I get on new stuff to do. So never suggest what you want me to see. But right here, I'm sorry that my hand keeps going out of the frame and that my other hand's covering up, but I'm putting, for this one, I'm building up a lot of tissue so that it looks like the skin was pushed up when the pencil went through. So I think I put down 2 different layers of tissue on top of each other. And now I'm still wrapping it all up to make more layers, but then I'm soon going to be putting down some just more tissue to blend it out. And here I go with the liquid latex to put down that tissue. The thing about the Kleenexes though is, since there's 2 layers, I usually take the top layer off, because if you put down both layers at the same time, one layer isn't gonna get held down is good enough, and when you're trying to put on your makeups afterwards with like a paintbrush, they start to come up. So be careful with that. So you might have noticed that I have the bottom one all done and the top is already filled in with the flesh tone, or the flesh color. I had to do some of it off camera because, well, I did it on the camera, but I thought I was, because it turned out that my phone had lost, it didn't have enough memory for the whole thing, so I had to delete a lot of stuff, but it didn't catch some of the stuff that I was doing. But here I am just putting on some of the redness to give it that bruised look, and the inside I put some black to give it some depth. And now I'm just going around and blending everything out with a plier sponge. I know that the bottom part probably doesn't look as good as the top, because when I put it on, it was really off, so I ended up pretty much just taking my paintbrush, the bottom of it, and digging my way underneath and pushing the whole thing over. So a lot of it looks really ripped, but I guess it would anyways because it's a cut. But it would have came out a lot better if I didn't have to push it all over, and I'm sorry about that. And I still didn't even get it all that good because towards the end it still comes out kind of crooked. So it's very important that you guys measure where you're going to put it first, or at least outline it first before you start putting everything down. All I did at this part for the pencil was I took a little bit of liquid latex and I put it in. I put it inside the cut, and then I just dip the whole pencil itself inside the liquid latex and put it inside the cut part. So then I let it dry for a little bit. Okay, this part I still have no idea what happened. I put on the, like in my last clip it showed me putting on the pencil, and the bottom of it was already, like the bottom cut, I already put all the makeup and everything in, but then it just switches to this one, and the pencil's already in, and I have to put the makeup back on. I'm really not sure what happened here. I think I might have had to, I think this is when I had to move the cut, and I had to put new liquid latex down, and that covered up most of it. So I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what happened there. And as you could see there, I accidentally just spilled a little bit of liquid latex into my black cream makeup. So I had to go in later on and dig that out with a little, like, palette knife. And here I am just putting the rest of the pencil in, trying to make it look good, except it's a little lopsided and they kept falling over, so I don't know. I'm going to have to practice this one a lot more before I can really, like, use it. But here, I'm just putting the blood in and everything. It looks okay, but it could just look better. I also need to get new blood. This one looks way too dark and it dries way too easily. But that was it. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you next time for another tutorial.